Om Shanti. Let's settle in and settle down. A few deep cleansing breaths. And this is where I relax right now. I start with complete relaxation. Husband is on. So clear the mind, have no thoughts. Om Shanti et. Can you make time for you? Can you do that right now if you joined in, Bill? Are there too many things going on as usual? So join us, which means be present. And there you go. Find that zone. Step into your comfort zone and just relax. And so we have people joining from different parts of the States. And there's always different things happening, right? So in Florida, the weather is still delicious. In Texas, the weather is dipped, comfortable during the day. And in the Northeast, they are covered with snow. So let's all head to the Northeast. Let's see that beautiful color of white. Let's think about how quiet it gets up there as people stay home, as everyone watches the snow fall. And let's experience snow for a minute as we relax. But I want to listen for the snow as I'm watching it. There's not too many cars on the road. The night has become quiet and still. And I just listen. Snow is almost weightless, but there is a little sound as it hits my face, or it hits the cars or the floors. And when I begin to meditate, sometimes I tune into other things, like we're doing now, this little practice of experiencing snow. So stay with that. I have too many distractions in life. If there wasn't COVID, because we worry about COVID today, should I get the vaccine? Should I not get the vaccine? Should I wear a mask? Should I not wear a mask? If there wasn't COVID, there would be plenty of other distractions. I'm starting to recognize that this is how life works. Distract, distract, distract. And I just try to get through the day. As I close out 2020, it's getting very close to being over. I let go of the distractions. I learn to be present like I'm doing right now. They say it takes 21 days to form a habit, and I don't have 21 days left to get to January 1st, so tonight I practice. And I really want to close out and let go. So I'm thinking about those two phrases, closing out and letting go. And I'm thinking about at the same time distractions. I've never been able to focus on closing out or letting go or anything else I really want to because I'm just distracted. But tonight, deep intention, deep thought about closing out and letting go. And so before we get too general and we say that we will let go of all things, just for the next 20 seconds, I'm going to have silence and I'm going to choose what it is, the one big thing that I really want to let go of. So go into silence and let's discover what that is. What is it that I'm going to let go of for all times? it is. And now that I know what that is, do I need a method, or am I in control? Is it as simple as saying, I will let go of that so that I can close out and finish? So I run late in the morning. I'm going to let go of being rushed. So I know that I have to go to bed early. I have to get up on the first alarm. You can think of what that method is, but the important point about understanding what I'm letting go of is having determination. And so I have determination now that that thing that I want to let go of, now that that's surfaced in my meditation, I have determination, true determination to let it go. I have the power to say I'm finished. I often give the example of someone coming to my front door. I look through the peephole. This person looks dangerous. Not sure if he or she's carrying a weapon. There's something not right there. And I have the power, the control to say I will not open that door. And so this is the same power and control. It's my determination to let go for once and for all. I have a friend that fluctuates in weight. And he says to me, I've done so well the last 24 hours. I refuse to eat the extra things that I like to eat, like the carbs. And then I'll talk to him a week later and he forgot about that day. And so I want to infuse consistency into this path that I'm traveling down on letting go. Kind of like weight loss. If I'm consistent and focusing on that, it will happen. And so this thing of letting go also requires consistency. And so every day it's okay to focus on what I'm letting go of, because that vice will resurface to test me. And I have to say, there you are. I know you. I'm not blind to you, but I'm letting go. And as we count down 15 days to get to December 31st, I can look back on 15 years. 15 years like that. It's moving too quickly for me to waste time anymore. And those things that I have been carrying around with me that I should no longer be carrying around, I don't want to say they're comfortable, but I'm accustomed to them. And maybe I've made excuses and said it's not too bad, or here's why I do this thing that I shouldn't do, or do that thing that I shouldn't do. But I will consistently challenge that. And now I'll also have honesty. I want to look at that vice, and I want to say, you won until today. And now I'm in the driver's seat, and I am letting you go, and I am finished. That burden, that baggage, that bondage, you need to go. And I let you go. And when I see you, those little reminders, the enticement, the trap that I used to like to fall into, I think I had the trap because vices are somehow tangible. There's something magnetic about them, something real. And so we often neglect to realize that it's causing something, a stimulation, a feeling. But it's not a positive feeling. It's kind of like people that smoke, right? The nicotine circulating through the body telling me you need this, and me not even thinking about it. How many times have you had good intention and spoken to a smoker and said you really need to stop? And they always say, I know, you're right. I'm gonna give it a try one day. And they just keep smoking because it's so far gone and so out of control. And this thing that I've been carrying with me, shame on me, because I know that it's there, but I've somehow ignored it. And I've made those excuses. And so consistency, honesty to recognize this is not a part of me. Now I've let go of things in the past. And I know the benefit. And I know how I feel, even reaching a goal, success, victory, happiness, all those things tie together. And so as I let go, as I practice consistency in addressing this issue, as I'm honest in knowing what it is, I also don't want this to be a burden. I want to start smiling and feeling light and saying, I'm going to be free. I'm really going to do it. And then I take pride in that. I never had pride with the vice. The vice has been hidden, hasn't it? The thorn has been hidden. I wouldn't share this thing with others. Maybe if it's even something like I get in the car on I-95 and I speed and no one can get in and I'm a whole different person. Honesty lets me see that, like, why am I not letting someone in front of me? Why do I continue to get into that zone which is not comfortable? Why do I watch the Florida Gators like Carlton does and say they can't lose anymore? So I need to also accept. I need to accept that I've been carrying something with me, that I'm responsible for that, but I'm going to let go. And as I accept, I become lighter. I really become lighter. And then that's where the happiness comes from. No more burden. Burden is associated with fear. And so what am I fearful of? And if this burden or this vice has been with me and it causes some sort of sensation, I'm not fearful of letting that go, because happiness is a sensation that I need to feel more often. Happiness through liberation. And so tonight I look forward to 2021. So much has gone on in 2020 that maybe I need to just let it go. Let the year go. And that's what I'm doing now in this meditation. I'm letting go. I am letting go and closing out. And 2021, I don't know how the year will be, that object, that number, because 2020 was supposed to be magical and special. And we all felt that 2020. What a great year. And it's turned out quite differently. So I won't label 2021 as something magical, but I will create something magical in the new year by letting go of what I no longer need with me. And I made it simple tonight by acting or pretending like it was one thing. I'm letting go of this. And in our meditation, we discovered what this was. But I'm letting go of everything that I don't need tonight. And I want to repeat this. Ready? Tonight, I am washing away all that is old and unnecessary. Tonight, I am washing away all that is old and unnecessary. And how does that feel? I am in the driver's seat. Just like when I don't open the front door to the intruder. Every day I'm aware. I sharpen my awareness. I heighten my sensitivities. And this is how I let go. And this is how I close out. And so before we finish, I want to look back on 2020 as well. And while it was chaotic, there must have been some good points. There must have been moments that brought me benefit, even if it was hidden benefit. But I was lost. The mind was busy. I was getting on to the next task. I was involved with politics and what should be. And so tonight I let go of politics. Everything is playing out as it should. I let go of what should be because it will happen. So much to let go of. And it starts with me. And as we began, so shall we end. I breathe in nice and deep. And I really let go for once and for all. The new year is right around the corner. The new me. And perhaps I'm returning to the old me, the one that is peaceful, the one that is kind, the one that is loving, the one that gives, and not through words. I return to me, to my original nature of peace and love. And I will not hold on to anything that shouldn't be with me. And that feels good. The burden is lifted. And this is how I let go. So for the next 2 Thursdays, we have holidays, Christmas Eve and New Year's Eve. So we probably won't be having meditation. I might log in, but we'll see. Until we meet again, whatever that date is, be light, be easy, be free. Just let it go, it's that easy. I wish everyone lots of peace, lots of love. And join me as we say Om Shanti, which means I am at peace. So all together, Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti, and happy holidays.